welcome to the 2022 Waikato Triples Final. Today we have Alex Reid, Nash Smith and Tessa Farley making up one triples team, and in the other we have Dave Archer, Joy Archer and Kerry Lupson. And I'm joined today with Candice on the switcher and Terry Blackbourne here on commentary with me. How are we today, Terry?
Yeah, good, Matthew. As we were sort of talking about before the final, our Matside team, Dave and Joy, they've got all the gear and they're fantastic at the Matside Productions, but of course they're really good bowlers as well. So,
yeah,
of course we see them in the final.
Absolutely. It is extremely unfortunate when they are constantly doing well and we're sort of trying to find people to be doing this commentary stuff, but they're stuck here today with us, and that's how it'll be.
I'm really excited for this final. Kerry Lupson, she's made a few before. She's got a couple of Waikato titles under her belt, but still really cool for her to be in the mix here. And of course, Tessa Farley, lead for Alex. This is only her second ever Waikato Championship, but here she is again in the final. She won the mixed pairs with Alex Reid a few weeks back.
Yeah, absolutely, and she'll be absolutely loving this area. Last night she played in our Hamilton pairs with Sean Blackbourne and had a runner-up there as well, so she's having a really enjoyable time in the centre. We started a little bit in on this first end here, but both sort of teams just kind of finding the mat again and getting into their rhythm. Who's holding there, do we think, Terry?
That kitty is between the front yellow and the front black, so...
Okay, we're about to find out, I think. Oh, maybe not.
No, we spoke too soon there. At most it would be one to either side.
I'm thinking it's yellow. I'm going to take a gamble there and say it's yellow.
Take a gamble and say it's yellow. We'll certainly know with Alex's bowl here. He's looking on the forehand, discussing that, but possibly through that black there.
I'm not sure if that yellow could quite sit out. I'm just looking if he were to play that black, I think it will connect with that other black.
Absolutely, yeah, and he's not a lot of bowls on the head for him there, so he does want to be a little bit careful. He is playing down that backhand.
There we go, it looks like maybe one yellow?
Maybe one yellow. We've had it here first, folks. What sort of weight are we going to see here? Just a little touch over? Yeah.
He's been drawing really well this season. Not to say that he hasn't drawn well in other seasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, just he'd be more known for his assertive play and confident shots. But yeah, his draw game has certainly been on, which has been quite enjoyable for him.
Absolutely, yeah. He's just had that full confidence to go, I'm going to draw this. I don't need to look for something else. That fully backing himself to make those sorts of shots. It's really great to see Alex pulling in these two new players through Nash as well and seeing him around in the Waikato Centre.
Absolutely, and look at Tessa go. She's a new bowler. Within the first 5 years, she's shown a whole lot of promise.
Absolutely.
She does have a lot of experience from her curling background. She's a really good curler. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, well,
it's taken her around the world, from what I believe, and if you sit down for 5 minutes or more with Tessa, she'll come up with some pretty cool stories.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's really interesting to hear about the sort of differences. Obviously the games developed at similar times and had the sort of same ancestral roots to each other, but they are so different, and the way that stones react when they're hit versus how bowls react. It's really interesting to hear her perspective playing now.
Absolutely, and they are very similar games. There's a lot of similarities, yet it would be played so differently, like you say.
Yeah. She was there we go. We've even got score and everything. We've had a couple of technical difficulties today, but we have overcome, and I think that's brilliant.
Like we say, the Matside team themselves are out on the mat, so...
We're a quality outfit, though. Kerry a little bit unlucky with her last bowl to just sort of pop out her toucher that she had. Nash a little bit short, or possibly just a little narrow. Is that big swooping hand that he was playing down there, Terry?
Yes. Yeah, so Mat 4 has sort of been home to a lot of our centre finals. It used to be Mat 3. We seem to have landed on Mat 4 for the last couple of seasons. That hand that Joy is playing as we speak, that's the wide hand. It's got quite a nice big sweep out there. Chuck it out, let the bowl do the rest is how I typically play it.
Yeah, It's one of your favourite hands, isn't it, Terry?
Yeah. The other side, it does draw nicely with the right weight. Any little bit over, it does have a tendency to hold.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And it certainly was a bit straighter, that other side back in the day, but the mats obviously change constantly.
Absolutely.
Nash certainly passed it this time, and ended up in a good little... Whoop. Take it too spoken too soon.
We played Alex, Nash and Tessa in the third game today, and all three of them were just absolutely on fire. Couldn't really put a foot wrong any of them, could they?
No, absolutely. They were such a good outfit, just really consistent, all three of them constantly changing heads, and it was really hard to sort of pick up shots against them.
It's part of the reason why we're sitting here, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not over it yet, but maybe by the end of this commentary we'll be there.
So Black's sitting quite well here. They've got a nice back bowl and a couple of shots handy. I know that yellow's there, but there's opportunities to potentially get that out of the head.
And it looks like Alex is looking at his backhand here, kind of playing through those black bowls, might get a little bit of kiddie movement away from the black bowls towards his yellows.
Yeah, it's that confidence that we talk about. We're talking about how he's been backing his draw a lot, but
Yeah. It's quite interesting because a lot of new bowlers, you can sometimes sort of forget that you're playing, your opposition's bowls into the head, but you're getting jack movement out of it, and it can be hard to kind of get that mindset, I guess.
with triples as well, you only have two bowls as a skip.
Oh, it's a
Still a
great
fantastic bowl. Not the result he was quite after, but certainly nothing wrong with that.
bowl. No, absolutely. Got a really nice follow through in there. It's a good result, not perfect.
Having said that, if the jack did pop out, Dave would have had a pretty good opportunity to either grab the jack and move it back to those two blacks.
Yeah,
I suppose there was only one before though, wasn't there?
There really was, yeah.
Yeah, or land the yellow. Could be a little bit trickier now, but we'll see what he does. It is that big swing, so it is easy. Well, not easy, but you can play with confidence down there knowing that you're going to get some turn.
I think he's having a little go at moving the black back to those back black ones there. So playing the yellow-black sort of shot through
For sure.
on that slightly straighter hand.
If he gets the yellow, he'll just sort of replace that and follow through.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, he might get a bit of half and half here. That's an unlucky result. It was great weight for it. Certainly giving himself chances, but yeah, didn't quite connect fully onto either of them there. So
A couple of options from Alex. What do you think he's going to go with?
I think because it's such a nice big dumpy hand that it's going to take away that black shot that Dave has to work that kitty back. So I think he'll be right out there, either moving that yellow around,
Three
getting that
options,
jack.
isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Get the track right, and whatever weight you have, it's going to...
Couldn't miss, is what you're saying.
Well, I couldn't. But I'm in here. Should have played on mat 4, maybe.
We did first game.
Oh, do we win?
We won the
Yeah.
game. Just.
That's good. Here we go.
Yeah,
Looks
he's not
good.
far off.
Oh.
That helps a lot.
We've called it well, I think. That
Well, we called three things. We couldn't miss.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hedging your bets, that's for sure.
As Matt's side constantly evolves, and now we're in a little room, so we can be a little bit louder and a little bit more honest about what shots we're talking about here, which is a great benefit to the commentary.
See, I can't help but just enjoy that wide swing out there. Just looking at it from our angle, I would be quite tempted just to sort of overdraw weight.
Yep, absolutely.
Down that big swing, you can use that yellow if need be, otherwise you'll land right on it. Not to say that that's the only option,
No.
but that's how I'd probably lean.
I guess the other one that Dave's looking at is just rolling that black through, the kind of split between the black and the yellow there.
Yeah.
I guess it's sort of dependent on how many down you are, isn't it?
That's right.
If that outside yellow is counting, or it's not counting, you wouldn't want to roll it around to become a shot by going on that big swing, but it should turn enough for you, shouldn't
That's
it?
right.
He looks like it's hard to tell with a left-hander. No, he's on the big swing.
On the big swing. he did knock that in for a second, or
Yeah.
essentially there, but second shot.
He kept it tight to stop that from happening, but then has gotten that inside edge to do
That's right.
what you wouldn't want to happen there. So we'll wait and see to find out what that was. Definitely a 2, possibly a 3, would you say?
I feel like it was 2, but we should see a really good match up here, though. We've got, all of them are very capable of playing really good bowls, you know. Obviously, we've got sort of the Patterson players of the field. Nash, who has he played Patterson for Tauranga?
Yeah, well, we were talking about this earlier today. You seem to think that he had.
I seemed quite confident, didn't I?
Yeah. You reckon at least
Now
twice
that,
as well.
Now that we're saying it on a live stream,
Yeah.
starting to second guess myself.
There's too many repercussions
I've
here.
gone from 99% confident down to maybe 60.
I'd have him in my Tauranga Patterson. He's a really quality player, so... Of course, to getting to the semi-final, David Archer played the team of Darren Bell, Lynn Lehman and Gayleen Bell, and which was a very close game, and there was opportunities by both sides in that one. In the other final, Alex Reed's team played Steve Mills, Emma McNully and Donna Reynolds.
Yes. And Steve and Amber, usually they would have Linda Mills in their side. Like you say, nature of the times. She had to miss today's event, so they roped in Donna, who's a very worthy replacement. She's not a bad last-minute player to get.
Absolutely, yeah.
But with Steve, Linda and Amber, they have had a terrific run in the triples event. They've won it minimum twice, and I feel like if it isn't a third time, they've gone close a third time.
Wow, yeah.
So, of course, seeing them in the semis, just shows what a combination they are, really.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And even with the change of player, it's, no surprise to see them there. And that was a really close game as well, going to an extra end, in fact.
Yeah, that's right. Alex had a 2-point buffer. On the crossover, he was 4 down. It was looking a little bit stressful.
Yep.
He moved the jack out, but Steve played a really good bowl to draw for a second shot,
Yep.
which, of course, forced the extra end.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, watching is very stressful. It's often easier when you're playing, you've distracted yourself by just focusing on bowls, and the score is, something in the back of your mind. When you're watching, it's all on the score.
Is he going to get a rub off that yellow? Almost wriggled in.
Almost wriggled in.
A thinner edge might have done the job.
You sticking on that big swing here if you're Joy?
Yeah, I think you beat them to it.
Yeah.
As it sits, even though those blacks are sitting pretty, they could be gone in an instant.
Absolutely, yeah.
Especially with Alex to follow.
Well, no, he's a draw player now. We've talked about this.
He's going to prove us wrong, I feel. It's like, don't give me that reputation.
Yeah.
Here she comes.
That's a really well
Onto
played
the yellow?
bowl.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
That helps a lot.
That black will be staying.
Absolutely.
So I wonder now, would Alex be more looking to crunch the jack?
Yeah.
I suppose either result's great.
Yep.
Both that similar shot.
But yeah, that popping it out where his yellow ones are, definitely a very good result for him, isn't it? Just sorting out the bowls. He says that he does it when he needs to calm down, so it means he was a little bit stressed there. Yeah.
You're giving away his secrets.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Well, he likes it.
I've played him a fair bit. Oh, that's a terrific shot. And he often organises the bowl, so I just thought it was a thing that he does.
No.
But maybe he just needs to feel calm a lot.
Well, that's a good compliment to you.
Stressing out, Terry.
I'll be looking for that next time.
You'll know you haven't.
As I'm sure many of us listening will. We all have a thing though, don't we, that we do.
Absolutely.
I'm not about to say what I do.
No, you wouldn't want everyone to know what you do. You wouldn't want it to go out on a live stream.
If I told them, I would have to change it up.
Exactly, yeah. Well, it makes me wonder now whether I should be sorting the bowls before Alex can, and then what's he going to be able to do to calm himself down?
I like that.
Alright, what are we doing here if we're Dave? Are we looking...
Is that black any good, or is it not quite lined up
It's
properly? I can't see a whole lot else that is good for him other than drawing that black around, to be honest.
Yeah.
What do you see?
Oh, it's probably say if that black works, it needs to be what we're looking for there.
Yeah, I think he's going for it.
Yeah, it looks like he
It'll have
is.
to be reasonably direct because it can hold with weight on that side.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's very direct. That's a stiff result, really. Must have been definitely working, though.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And he played that with a lot of confidence.
Unfortunately, it hasn't really set anything else up. Sometimes you might
Yep.
miss by a touch, but once the dust settles, something
Yes.
else is on. But it's probably just made it a touch more awkward, if anything.
Yeah,
I'm sure Alex will be looking to make it even more awkward for him.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he was a bit unlucky that all of that energy just passed on to getting rid of that bowl and nothing else really changed, you know, even the follow-through didn't make anything new happen. Yeah, if you're Alex, you're just going to fill the gap that he's putting his hand towards now.
I think Alex is saying, I wouldn't want to finish out here, though, which is very possible.
Yep.
The way that hand can play sometimes. If you got that touch wide, it's not going to come back in.
Yep.
And yeah, that would just set up Dave with a wing to wick off or a split to cut it down.
And he loves that sort of shot, right? That is Dave wheelhouse there. So that's certainly something you'd be wanting to avoid. I guess the other shot is playing through the black on the swinging hand.
Yeah, and it's not the end of the world, is it, if he lands the yellow onto the jack?
No, exactly
It's all
right.
yellow territory. It looks like that could be what he's doing.
Yeah,
I'd agree with that.
that looks like a good. Yeah, that's good then. This is. Oh, he's blocking. Oh no. This has been a calamity.
That's a very good block. He can get underneath it, but again, the way the blacks are sitting, it's just awkward.
Yeah, you only really have half of a bowl to work with
I think
there, even less.
you have to draw, don't you? And
Yep.
just edge that black. It's on the run, isn't it?
It is on
sitting
the
down.
line. Yeah, it looks like it's falling towards the yellow bowl, if anything. Alright, important shot here. He's let it go. Looks. Oh, it's a bit wide, I think.
It's going to come right back around.
Never gave up on it at any point, but yeah, it was certainly a little bit wide for what he was looking for there. Alright, looks like another 2 yellow there to make it 5-0 to Alex Reid after 3 ends here. Talking to Tessa earlier, one of the things she wanted to practice or focus on today was her jack throws. That one's not particularly gone so well, but overall, they've been really good today from what I have seen.
That's right, and I think more the goal was to not throw a short jack.
Yes, yes.
So that certainly wasn't a short jack.
Yeah, this is crucial. It's often getting a short jack and not having last bowl. It's not really a position you want to be in all the time. A little bit short from Tessa with her first bowl here, and a little bit short from Kerry as well, but that's okay. Many more bowls to come.
Has Tessa been going that sort of straighter hand back and forth?
Yeah, it seems like it is, eh? Yeah. And just a
Yeah,
touch or two.
it's a good correction.
That is a good correction, yeah. And Kerry will be wanting to make a correction too. Just get around her last one. Sort of give lots of things for Dave to work with. Yeah. Actually,
Kerry's been playing really good bowls this season too. She certainly gave me not a great time, I suppose, but she gave me a really good run for my money in the Waikato singles last weekend.
absolutely. Did she ever?
Yes,
Yeah.
I watched it.
Yeah, we all watched it. It's Bowls loves an underdog story, and whenever something's happening, everyone gathers around to watch. And that was a terrific game to be watching the last few ends of. That's a great shot from Nash. Really good bowl there.
And a happy skip.
Very happy skip. Now, a little bit of yellows in the way on both hands here. Which would you favour, Terry?
I would have.
Wide.
See, I potentially would have followed Nash down there.
Yeah.
But certainly nothing wrong with just trying to get one handy and not get caught up on anything.
Yep.
And sort of ensuring you get that bowl in the head. Obviously, pass would be ideal.
That's okay-ish. Yeah, I think this next bowl that we're going to see from...
If Nash nails it here, it's going to be hard work
Yeah,
for Black.
we're going to see a little bit of change up from the Archer's bowl just to make sure Dave has a chance with his two. We'll see what Nash does here. He's playing a very similar bowl to his last one.
shut out the black side, but that doesn't make it easy.
Really doesn't, no.
It can be a finicky, especially if she's, I imagine, got that little bit over.
Absolutely, yep. No,
so it's being able to pick that line.
Yeah, pick the line here, and yeah, if you get things out of the way, you don't want to just be wide and do nothing. Here we go.
She's close.
Golly, that is very unlucky. Might have thought a little bit more weight than that, but obviously you want to make sure it's turning.
The track looked good.
Yeah. Definitely hard to tell from the from a faraway distance sometimes, isn't it?
Dave might be able to work with that black, although I'm sure Alex is going to look to tighten things up on that swing hand.
Yeah, absolutely. He can make this end very difficult here if that yellow goes down 1.5 times.
Alex on the dumpy hand, as Matthew.
Yeah, dumpy.
I can't say I've heard that terminology before.
I think that I may have picked that up from Frank McKenna. Playing a few nationals with Frank. The other one that I love from Frank is the sleepy draw. It's when the draw is a big swing, but
it's lazy.
Yeah.
See, I would call it the lazy draw, but
lazy
I can, sleepy, that works.
Sleepy, dozy, lazy.
Dozy.
Semantics. Here we go, Dave. Want to get that black into the head? It's made a little bit better, but not great.
Yeah.
Once again, a good opportunity for Alex here. Just really close things up a bit.
Feel free to chuck in the comments any terminology that you guys enjoy or something that you haven't heard of before. Or
yeah, we should get a poll going, shouldn't we? All right.
I'm open to changing up whatever I say on the mat.
Well, Alex has got me using forehand, backhand, that's for sure. All right.
That's not weird terminology. That's just
for some people it is. For some people it is.
It surprises me how many people have learnt that from Alex, the backhand forehand.
I
It's been
know.
a number.
Yeah.
Candace is putting her hand up. All right, Dave. On the big swing, has he got the weight?
Oh, he needs a rub.
He might wriggle.
Oh,
that's a terrific bowl under
he's
pressure.
done enough. That's a.
It looks to be one. Yep, Nash is pulling it out.
That is brilliant bowl.
Without that bowl, the game's probably running away a bit too far.
Absolutely.
With
yep.
that bowl, it could just give them the boost that they need.
Absolutely. Yep. No, that was a 5-point swing. That bowl essentially 4 down on the head. Absolutely nail it. So very important shot there.
As you can see on the screen, Alex Reid leads 5-1 over David Archer, and we have played 4 ends of 10.
Not even halfway. Still so much bowls to be had. How good. Oh, what a great starter there.
That's perfect.
That's a terrific bowl from Kerry. Yeah, no, Alex has definitely spread that forehand, backhand thing around. The other thing he really wanted to spread through bowls was when you're at a rep event, doing handshakes to start from the first person and go around in a clockwise direction. Hasn't been able to get it off the ground at all.
Obviously in Waikato we've always done the hug.
Yes, yeah.
Which I think starts off in a clockwise direction.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Then it gets all a bit jumbled up.
Does it ever? It's organised chaos by the end.
However, in COVID times it hasn't really been a thing.
No, it's all changed a little bit. But yeah.
Look at Tessa's response after that first bowl. That's terrific leading from the two.
That's really good to see here. And now she doesn't need to worry about getting the shot so much, just getting the back bowl in. Alex will be very happy with something there. Good shot.
Yeah, that's in a great spot there.
Double clap.
Yeah, double clap. Here we go. Joy's still looking for a back bowl as well here. We'll talk through a little bit of who they played in qualifying today. So for Dave to get through here, he had a draw in the first game against Barry. Then he had a win against Alan Caddy, and then against Greg Williams, a win as well. For Alex to qualify, he obviously had a win against us, because I still vividly remember that. A draw against Alan Caddy, and the other one was a win against Greg. So very similar games that they played.
Yeah, neither of them needed to play their last, so they had a long lunch.
Yep.
Was it Subway, Candace, do you know?
I don't know. No, I was away for this part, so I don't know what was the choice for lunch. But knowing Mum and Dad, probably was Subway.
It was bakery food in the end, only because they
Oh,
had.
wow.
I can't even call what lunch they're having.
Oh wow, is
I thought
right.
that was set in stone.
No, the only reason is because they had to come back and set up all these lovely mat side cameras, and so a speedy lunch was necessary. Yeah. Bit unfortunate, but now we've gotten all this amazing footage.
Even with not playing the last game.
I know. It's a
Oh, they do a tremendous job, don't they?
Absolutely.
It's a lot of work that goes into it. Obviously, if they weren't playing, they'd be out here again, just putting more time into it. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
absolute fantastic job. I know Dave in particular had a busy super weekend.
yes, yeah.
Recording a lot of games. That was such an awesome weekend. I know you weren't there, but
Great initiative from
Well,
the
with
NZID.
this, I felt like I was there.
and that's fantastic. I'm sure a lot of people did feel as though they were.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, Dave had 2 big days there, didn't he? He did like 9 hours in a row by himself almost on that first day there.
Yeah.
That is a long time to be commentating and changing cameras.
I think he said approximately 17 games he recorded.
Wow, that is.
I'm sure he would have had some guest commentators in, which, is always much appreciated, and they do a great job.
Oh, do they ever? And it's great, it just gets that bowls out to the public, and even if you've got friends or family playing, they can send it off the video so it can be watched by them.
We have a little visitor.
Got a little Mo-Man joining us in here, and Dave, he's being pretty brave. It's not gone terribly.
Hey, Mo-Man, who are you thinking might win?
Who's going to win?
Or is a shrug?
Do you think it's going to be Granddad and Nan, or do you think it's going to be Alex?
Safe answer.
We're going to bias judge in the room.
We'll let them watch that bit back. Oh,
Absolutely.
fantastic bowl from Alex. He's really just stomping out any opportunity.
Absolutely, keeping the pressure going there, but there's still certainly a chance here for Dave. That little split between those 2 yellows, isn't there?
Absolutely.
And it does swing a little bit, but certainly holds with that extra weight that could be being added. I need to get down a touch.
Might get the edge.
Oh,
Follow throughs onto the
oh,
kick.
that,
Oh, and the yellow sat down. It's one black.
Wow,
That was the gift that kept on giving.
that just kept getting better and better, didn't it? Wow.
So, not sure if it's easy for Alex to get that right angle to chip that black out, is it? He's looking at the other hand, the big swing.
Yeah.
If he could get, I don't know, can he get enough weight past that front black
Yeah.
to then, I suppose the black yellow would be more chance
Yeah.
rather than the inside of it?
Well, I guess he could get, if he goes for the inside of that black, can he get a double touch off of it?
We'll see him use a lot of square. Look, that's the maximum amount of square. He did say to me he didn't realise just how far over he went until he watched it back. This is
There you go.
outstanding play.
That is a terrific bowl. That's perfect, right? All the square in the
That
world.
is amazing.
Yeah.
And, we could see that he called that. That's the beauty of live stream. He can watch that shot back.
Yeah.
He'll love it.
Oh, he'll be.
Bit of emotion there.
Yeah, he knew he had it. Used all the box in the world, lots of speed, and just brilliantly
We
played.
should have zoomed in on that box.
That was, the only way you can get more boxes by playing on the international mat and being able to break the line.
Yes, that is one rule I absolutely love from the international mat, is being able to cross over those side lines. You're still coming out that front line of the square.
Yep.
But your backhand swing or your backhand delivery, it can cut back through, and you just get so much more range of the mat. A lot of different shots. I remember practicing against Fiona Wilson, I think she was at the time, on the international mat, and she had one shot on. I blocked her, and at first she was like, "Nope, that's my shot gone." But then, of course, she remembered she could move right over, use the back swing to her advantage, and she got underneath the block and crushed it.
That's extremely clever, and you're just opening up all these new shots that were
I would love to
unplayable.
see the domestic mat adopt those rules. I don't see the harm in it.
No, and I think it's certainly, now that we don't have as many umpires as we used to in the game, it's actually better that it's not often able to be enforced, and so by taking away that, the rule altogether and giving everyone the same level playing field, I think there's a lot of benefit to it. Whilst we've been talking about back lines, bowls has been going on. Yellow holding shot, Nash drawing around again. With things being so, Alex 7-1 up, it's sort of starting time when Dave and Joy and Kerry are going to need to start sort of looking at making a number, making sure that they're building things up. They don't want this game to run away from them now. Oh, Joy just going a little bit wide there, just falling off. She won't be ecstatic with that.
I've seen many people chuck a bowl off the side of that mat. If you take that line too early, that's no coming back.
Absolutely. She's just gonna. She knows she has another bowl to come. She's gonna recover from that in a second. But this is an opportunity for Nash here to get another one really close, and I think he's a bit short here. All right.
He's got a really solid stance, really balanced.
Yeah.
Which bodes well for everything else to go well.
I often look over and I think, Paul Smith's playing Waikato today, and that's very, very confusing.
Next best thing. Investment.
The next best thing. Playing the long game, we are. Yeah. We're all about that here.
Alright, Joy's made the adjustments. It's tracking really well. That's going to get into a really handy spot.
That's a great spot to sit there. Alright, so if you're Alex, you're just matching that black one there. Yep, looks like he's just sort of drawing around to sit on that Joy's previous black bowl. It's where the jack's heading, He's going to be wrapped with that, and possibly...
That's made things awkward for Dave. I'm not a fan of awkward shots. It does have the swing, which helps. He can still get in there.
Absolutely.
It just makes him play it potentially slightly differently.
That yellow-black plant's definitely tight, but it's got to be still on. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how much box Dave uses in comparison to Alex here. Doesn't need super much weight, right?
No, are those yellow and blacks touching, do you think? Or are they not quite on?
That's a great question.
Because that would play a part.
That is a great
But yeah, it really only needs, 1.5 if you enough to get shot.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And you're probably going to be holding 2 at the end of it. Then hope that there's an opportunity to get another one after that. Alright. Here comes the time of how much box is Dave going to use. Nowhere near as much as Alex. He's out the middle of the square here. He's also got that left-handed stance. Might get a split followed through. Oh, it's just gotten enough. Well, he's not chuffed.
He's not even owning it. Take it till you make it, Dave.
He eventually hit the bowl he wanted to hit.
Yeah.
Didn't get there as planned. This is actually quite important from Alex here, because if he's missing, he's likely dropping a 3 after Dave's bowl.
He's got a couple of options there.
Absolutely. He'll be fully aware of the importance, wanting to give it a chance. He likes it. He's carrying Dave's bowl up the mat.
Oh, he's done that a couple of times, actually.
He's sat in a pretty good
Yeah,
spot.
that's nice. He won't be dropping a 3 with that bowl there.
No, exactly right. A 2 is definitely still on the cards, though, isn't it?
Playing the board a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, don't have to be the bus shot, but cutting down these numbers is important now.
Yellow's there, ready to be rolled out. It's not a million miles away.
Oh, he likes it. Oh,
Enough for one, maybe.
I think it is.
That yellow's sort of got a little kick.
Yeah, but just went enough back to that black one. Alright, so that makes things 7-2, is it?
Yep. After 6.
7-2 after 6 ends played. So we've got 4 to go, 5 the difference. It's still necessary for Dave and his team to pick up a number on one of these ends and really...
What I often do if I'm a little bit down on the board, not emotionally.
Yeah, not the red zone.
Not the red zone. at the score and basically work out the maths.
Yep.
You know, something so simple, everyone can do it. Not everyone does do it,
Yep.
but it's probably the best way to get back in that, this is achievable.
Absolutely.
So, you look at that, 5 points in 4 ends.
Yep.
The momentum might not feel like it's yours, but it doesn't take a lot to change that in a game of bowls.
No, exactly. Exactly right. And and really, especially in Waikato, you only need to be drawn at the final end. You get a whole another 3 ends to play, and anything can happen in 3 ends, right?
That's right.
And we've already seen that happen this season in your Henslight singles final, Terry.
What a mammoth game that was.
You would have felt like you were playing a test by the time you'd finished your 19th end.
Yeah, it was just about an inter-island test game. That's 21 ends. I think the international was 25.
Yeah.
So we're getting pretty close. No, it was an absolutely fantastic game to be a part of.
Right,
team, I'm just going to step out for a second. I'll be right back, but it should be okay on that camera.
Okay.
perfect. All right.
So what you're saying is don't touch any buttons.
Exactly.
What about that red one?
We know that there are buttons.
There's 4 red ones and 1 green one.
We're not entirely certain what the buttons do.
That's great bowl from Joy.
I tell you what, talking about starting to pick up a number, this is building.
Absolutely, and this is what we're saying, Put the bowls in the head, who knows what can happen.
Who knows what can happen? Pressure does all sorts of things to people.
And we say it, sometimes a few ends can change it. Sometimes it's just the one end. Sometimes it is one bowl.
Absolutely, and it can often be quite hard to be in front because there's this expectation to it.
It's a different kind of pressure. That's
Absolutely.
how I have always... I think about the time Sean's team picked up an 8 against Salami on the first end.
Very first end, yeah.
North Island Fours final. And while that's obviously, you can't get a better start, it's certainly a different kind of pressure.
Absolutely, yeah.
And sure enough, that ended up a very close game.
Yes, yeah. Because people are going to remember that you picked up an 8 on the first end.
Yeah, another goodie from Joy. She probably would have wanted to slip just past it, but
Yeah.
hey, that's a couple of good bowls right there.
And we have to admit, Nash's first bowl was in a terrific spot there. And talking about that pressure, he's sat in, where he needs to be, try and stop those numbers. Are you switching over to this? Oh, Alex is lining up the black plant. Oh, he's looking to just remove all the blacks. That's exciting. That's really exciting. I guess it doesn't get any jack movement whatsoever, does it?
No.
And it fully prevents any numbers if there's...
If there is any jack moment, it's literally just popping over to the, to our right a couple of inches, which is perfect.
Absolutely.
For yellow.
So just hit the thing on either hand, really, as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you're narrow, no risk. Wide, no risk.
I guess the only thing is that Nash hasn't played too many weighted shots today. This would be one of his heaviest ones that I've certainly seen.
No. It's one of those shots that I'm sure Alex would have loved to have played himself. But
Yep.
It's there ready to be played right now.
Absolutely. Important bowl this. And he's just drawing. It's really disappointing.
I reckon Alex is saving it. It's my call.
Alex wanted the glory, and it's no
not
longer
there
there anymore. I tell you what, if they drop a number here, I'm going to call back to that.
Almost willing it now.
Absolutely.
Alright. I think Dave has to be on his forehand, which would be to the right of our screen.
Yeah.
Just sitting there yellow.
His forehand. Oh, the left-handed thing.
It's confusing, isn't it? Because that would be our backhand.
Absolutely ruins it all. It's a nice system besides the fact that they've added in this little stipulation. Alright. So he doesn't have to move the yellow very far, but he still wants to be landing on
Doesn't
it.
even really necessarily need to move it. He could just draw to beat it if it's sat down. It gives it a little bit more room.
Absolutely, yeah. Alright, just chucked it down. It's going to get down enough.
It's dependent on his weight whether it turns back in. He wasn't far off.
It's very, very
It's a good
close.
spot,
Yeah.
but no doubt he would have loved to have sat it himself.
Yeah, and unfortunately sort of moving the yellow over like that, it's probably Jack's going directly to it now by the looks of things.
Probably stop the kill.
It's like a little yellow caterpillar coming in.
A yellow caterpillar. Someone write that down.
Talking about odd terminology.
Yeah, put that in the poll. That's brilliant. We'll love it.
That looks to be set up pretty nice from where we're sitting, or is it just going past? Might only be getting a thin edge, not like a third of it.
We're talking if he
The
touches...
yellow I'm looking bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is he looking to draw? Is that what we...
Yeah. I don't even know if he looked at the yellow at all, to be fair.
Yeah,
I
I think he sort of mentioned it first.
Oh, he did. He talked
Yeah.
himself out of it.
It was probably just this is what I'm looking at. If you would have,
Yeah. If
You know
say
what I'm
something
saying,
else,
yeah.
yeah. I actually really, really liked that yellow, to be fair. We would have been looking at that. That's made things tougher for Dave.
yes.
Actually, it's made things really quite awkward.
At this point, do you block?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Alex has multiple ways of getting the kitty movement to the yellow.
Yes. It's just picking one that you think would be the worst result for you or the easiest one for him.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're a few down as well, it has to be based on what the easiest one for him is.
I suppose though, if that black sort of comes off the yellow and just rocks the shot black,
Yeah.
he can get that on either hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Which makes it really tricky. He can't even sort of do anything where he plays through that yellow because it's just all bad. Yeah.
And I certainly wouldn't be trying to draw close because it's just target central if you do that.
Target central, yeah. I don't know what he's blocking. It's a very, very awkward head.
If we've called a block, it probably won't happen.
Yeah, you're right. It'll be something completely different. That's
It's a
block.
Hey,
Is he blocking the...
one for the commentary.
He's blocking the yellow, is he? Is he... What's... Oh, he's blocking everything.
He's blocked the
channel?
the
Straight
full
the
drive.
channel, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
He's blocked the stand up.
Dave is famous for, infamous for his blocks anyway, isn't he?
This one's on the mat, so that's all right.
Candice is nodding her head.
Are you in that too?
Yes, I was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been many a team where the blocks have been outstanding.
yeah. Sometimes Dave's blocks are better when they're still in the box, and then...
Oh dear. Alrighty.
Right.
Alright,
Are we going to see the black or a perfect yellow?
black... Oh,
It could be the perfect yellow. Oh no.
he hasn't
Except
got
it
him.
wasn't the perfect yellow.
Oh. He used a little bit of box there to get a bit of swing. Didn't really get enough in the end, did he? Oh.
Well, assuming he was going for a yellow edge onto the jack, it was probably more just they didn't quite get the right edge and
Yeah.
it went onto the black. From here it looks like it could still be two, but
Yeah.
perhaps it's any of the three options there. It could be one yellow, one black, two black.
Yeah. It almost looks like one of those ones where you're either holding two or you're dropping a one, doesn't it? Like those
Yeah.
two blacks are similar distance.
Of course, Dave will be willing for it to be two black.
A two would be very, very good here. I think it is a two, but it's really hard to tell from in on this camera. No. Oh,
And the other black probably wasn't in. Is that what we're thinking?
wow. That makes
Ash
things...
with the good eyes.
Yeah, very good eyes. Joy, very hopeful in her measure there. Well, that makes things 8-2. 7 ends have been played. So we've got 3 ends to go of this 2022 Waikato Triples final.
So just going back to Alex's last bowl, obviously turned out to be a fantastic one.
Yeah, everywhere.
It might not have looked as perfect as what we were expecting, but
Yeah.
it got the same result.
We just have high expectations of Alex now. He's made so many finals that this is what we're hoping for. That's a good start from Kerry as well. You have a good spot.
In fact, it's not just the centre stuff that he's been going really well at. He played the Hamilton Pairs last night with you.
Yes.
Well done, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
And you guys won.
We
So,
did, yeah.
Yeah. I think on the Waikato floor this year, I could probably count on one hand how many games Alex has lost, and there's been a number of games he's played here.
Wow, this has been an outstanding season for him.
We even had the Moore Cup, which I guess is like an sub-centre event.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure Alex got 3 from 3 there too, so it's just...
He's
Can
just-
anyone stop him?
Can anyone stop? Well, someone in the Henselite singles could. But
I've forgotten about that.
forgotten about that. That was only a week ago.
Just setting myself up as a commentator.
This is our gig now, actually.
That was a really nice bowl from there. She's so steady, and he has been all day. I think the more we see him play, the more he really gets into a rhythm. And
Absolutely.
gosh, by the end of the year, who knows?
Yep, can be very, very stressful. He's just so consistent, always got a nice weight with Nash's bowls. Enjoy, get enough of it. Oh, it's not the worst. But yeah, so if you're Alex and you're certainly wanting to cut down on numbers, what are you getting Nash to do here? Are you drawing on that big swing through that little gap that exists there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Candice is nodding.
Candice is nodding. Probably begrudgingly so. As
Oh, you can't fault Alex at the moment. He's just on form.
just absolutely on form.
And his team, of course, are doing the job as well. Yeah, I guess we've just seen Alex feature in so many things.
Oh, he's just a bit narrow. The
Wade
way-
wasn't far off.
Not far off at all. Just, that dumpy hand that can just dump across and...
I'm not sure I'm a fan of that dumping. It makes it sound like a bad hand or something.
No.
No. Are we going black yellow?
Yeah,
Sort of creating opportunities here. I think the track was good. Probably just lacking a bit of weight. Bit of oomph.
Bit of
I like that.
Bit of oomph. That's okay though. There's chances for Dave here.
No, it can't be a calming thing.
Well, it's from the man himself. It's hard to tell. He doesn't look too stressed out at the moment. All right, track looks pretty good. Down to the weight now.
He did the old as soon as he bowled it, so I'm not sure he's quite happy with the weight.
No, certainly won't be happy with that one, and that definitely opens up a chance for Dave here.
Candice obviously knows a couple of Alex's mannerisms as well, having played with him a couple of times.
Yeah, absolutely. You were a part of his first Waikato title, weren't you, Candice?
I was.
Yeah.
Last year in the Piers. Hopefully do it again this year.
Well, unfortunately.
I've got a feeling there's going to be about 20 other teams trying to stop that.
Well,
Absolutely.
the way Alex is going at tournament secretary, hopefully we'll have a lot more.
Yeah.
He's been absolutely fantastic in that role, and of course he's taken over the publicity officer role for Waikato, and yeah, he's just amazing at what he does, really. Very passionate about the sport,
Very passionate.
wants the best for it.
Yeah, wants to see it grow and really prosper into the future.
Yeah, I'm sure many of you out there have probably seen our Waikato page blowing up looking for triple section. And I think, yeah, we'd gone from 10 to 14, and I think without Alex sort of pushing for some more, probably wouldn't have seen a few of those. So, yeah, that's what we want.
Absolutely. And this is a very key moment in this
That's an
game.
opportunity here.
This is make or break,
Oh,
really.
he loves these balls too, eh?
It's so important. He needs to get onto this black to pop the yellow out for 4.
Oh!
He's done enough for 2. But
Yeah, he'll take that. He'll take that. Yeah, possibly just a bit more confidence in that shot, committing to it, I think.
yeah, a 4 there would have been...
Although it didn't look like it took much for that yellow to fall over, so
No.
potentially the weight was alright.
No, you're right. Yeah, just the 2, unfortunately. So that makes things
Unfortunately.
8-4, 8 ends played. Sorry, I'm wanting a close game.
Yeah, close game. That's what
Yeah,
we're all about.
I'm wanting another 3 ends so that it never ends.
Yeah, we don't want our commentary gig to be cut short.
Yeah. This is our chance to shine if we don't get
Oh,
this.
lovely ball from Gary.
That is terrific bowling there.
Ends really can be set up by the lead, can't they? You know,
Yep.
It's not to say it's the be all and end all, but yeah, if you can get your 2 pretty handy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, when there's only 6 bowls in triples, it really is quite important, these lead bowls.
Yeah, triples can be a bit of a finicky game.
Yes, absolutely.
But you were saying it's one of your favourites. Maybe not after today. But
No. No, it is one of my favourites. It isn't a lot of people don't like it, but because it's so much drawing and just the occasional little bit of aggression, I quite like it, especially that sort of, two skip spot in triples.
It's less, you think about pairs and more so fours where there's a lot of head building going on.
Correct,
You're really building the heads before sort of nailing those shots, whereas triples, you're almost chasing the shot a little bit,
Absolutely.
for the majority of the end.
Yeah.
Maybe I play it wrong.
No,
But
well,
that's how I sort of, obviously, back rolls always come in handy and things like that, but,
absolutely.
you think of a good fours lead, would probably have two behind. If you have one on the jack, that's cool too.
Exactly, yeah.
If I think of a triples lead, my ideal triples lead, probably just about have two on the jack every time.
Correct,
Really
yeah.
put the pressure on, because everyone only has two bowls to fix it, and the end runs out.
Absolutely, yeah. And in pairs, you got the same number of bowls, but you have the third bowl to play personally. You just have that chance to, a little bit of redemption. So
That's right.
triples
Third
is
time lucky, it comes in handy in the pairs.
absolutely,
They
yeah.
both lead and skip.
Oh, does it ever? But the cutthroat nature of triples, only got two bowls to make things happen. All right, Nash just needs to be drawing in the area here.
Yeah, looking to be just past it, I think would be ideal. Black could get a number otherwise.
Wouldn't want to squeeze it out. It's not the worst.
He didn't squeeze it out too far, so he's actually sitting quite well there. That yellow's not going anywhere fast.
No, that's exactly right. I guess
I would call Joy on the dumpy hand.
on the big dump.
I'm really liking that less and less. I would swing out there. It's going to come back so nicely.
Oh, it's exactly right. Yeah, it's
They could look to move it out. Sit the yellow down. One and a half times.
yep.
Pop that yellow out. Obviously you're sort of relying on Nash not to beat them to it.
No, this is exactly right.
If he were to miss it, then boom, Dave could just nail it and then put all sorts of pressure on.
Yeah. Is there almost that opportunity on that straight hand to play that exact shot you're talking about?
Yep. Yeah, you could probably. It's probably easier on the straight hand.
Yep.
Sometimes with that, it depends. I do quite like the swing hand, even not just for draws, but even for those foot over shots. I just trust it more, I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it all just comes down to your personal preference.
Yeah, yeah.
And I also think that way, the yellow would almost be less likely to follow it.
Yeah, no, this is correct.
She's not far away.
Just work that around. It's a little bit short, but it's okay. Actually, possibly just the green, to be fair, might have been okay.
If they were looking for the draw shot.
Yeah, it looks like that what Dave called them on, which is I think most people would have just favoured that at a time like this. All right, Nash does not need to make very much of a correction to his last bowl here. Oh, it's just a terrific delivery. It always comes out very smooth, doesn't it? And it's pretty good.
Dives. Yeah.
That's made things hard for Black here. So there's only one more end after this one, and it's currently 4 points the difference. You certainly don't want to be dropping one if you're Dave. And saying that, they did pick up a 5 on the last end earlier today to pick up a draw.
So I was just thinking, Tessa and Alex both won the mixed pairs earlier in the year. However, that doesn't actually count as a Waikato title, towards the gold star.
Exactly, yeah.
So this is, I guess, obviously that did earn her the ticket to the zone final.
Mm-hmm.
If they were to hold on and win here, that will officially be her first Waikato title.
Yeah,
So very, very cool start to the Waikato season.
And it'll be Nash's first Waikato title too, won't it?
Yeah, of course.
And Alex is only second.
Yes, he did win the mixed pairs and the mixed fours this year. Oh, what a season! Of course, same concept as the mixed pairs, mixed fours doesn't count towards gold star.
Yep. Alright.
If they had the gold star territory.
Yeah, he would be. Might be a bit wide.
Yep.
He's not ecstatic about that bowl. Alright, Alex just drawing here.
Spot's a pretty good place there, I think.
Yeah, spot's ideal. Especially if that yellow is now touching the jack, which it potentially is. Oh, this is a great bowl here.
Outstanding. Just another example of how he's going, really.
Absolutely, yeah. I guess the only thing is, does it allow Dave to be super confident if the kitty's going straight into that yellow?
At the end of the day, they have nothing to lose at this point.
Absolutely. It'd be interesting if it comes off the yellow and heads towards two blacks at the back, or if it bounces up, or could be hard to tell for even them.
I wonder if that splits, like, ideal.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Get jack movement from it.
Yeah, I think that would come off the yellow nicely and the black would follow through.
Potentially, Dave was signalling that the jack might be spinning to the right, but that's only basing off of hand movements, which can be very hard to tell.
I feel like if he hit the yellow, it would go. Obviously, they have a much better angle than what we do.
Exactly, yeah.
The yellow looks as though it would definitely go to their right, our left.
We could get Candice in with the robot here to give us
You
a
go
new
over.
angle.
I'm not sure, team. We'll have a look.
I haven't actually seen this in action. So Candice actually has a remote, and she'll be. This is our preview, so this is not what you guys are seeing. This is what we're seeing.
Definitely looks like the black is going left.
Now
there.
you're seeing it. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely an opportunity there to swing it out wide, scoop up the jack.
This could
But
be
yeah, I guess no matter what shot you play, it's sort of in or out.
in or out, yeah. Could be the last bowl of this final here, if Alex draws another one in, which is looking very close, but
Is that too yellow, is it?
definitely two. Hard to tell on the third one.
Oh, if it's mathematically possible, you got to stick with it, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That was skillfully done there by Joy. Nash is
Well, his eyes worked before.
young eyes. We're looking. Yeah, you'd certainly be measuring it if it's at all close. Oh, we'll know if it's a 2 or a 3. Not too long. Could be hard to make a measure exciting. Yeah.
We had Des Nelly here this morning as our umpire, and of course Daryl Beatty back in the building this afternoon. You can see him, not on this shot, but one of the other angles we can see him in the background there. Just a wonderful guy.
Wonderful guy and great supporter of Waikato Indoor Bowls, showing up and putting in the time doing these measures. He's gotten a bit more action today. He's had a few more measures than he has other days.
He did say for the first, how many events we played? 4. First 2 events, he had no
How
call-ups.
many was that, team?
That was 2, so that makes things 10-4, and we are playing the final end of today. So every bowl counts for the
Jess is not doing the
Archival team.
kill.
Why would you not? Well,
No, I wouldn't. But I understand that, yes.
you,
Take the game away. Boom.
well, I think if a bowl goes somewhere that can be taken off,
Yes.
certainly Alex wouldn't shy away from doing that. Kerry just a touch short there. Not terrible, but can make things a little bit harder to be picking up multiples. It's just clung on.
Yeah. But it has a big scoop out there.
Big scoop. The inside scoop. Going under the yellow here or around the yellow there?
I would call for around
Yep,
the yellow. I just like getting a back bowl in early.
definitely, absolutely. And it's, when you're trying to make a 6 around the yellow, certainly helpful and a little bit short.
Does Nash not use a kneeler?
No Neela.
Strong knees.
Strong knees, yep.
We're struggling here. It's been 10 ends.
It's been a while. I just think, yeah, if someone had been able to commentate the 19-end singles final.
Yeah, in some part, probably a shame that it wasn't on camera. Not often you get a 19-end singles final at your centre championship.
Oh, absolutely.
And obviously at the end there, someone will be holding the win, it'll be taken away. That happened a few times
It was
in
back
the game.
and forth.
So yeah, it would have been great. But in saying that, would anyone have tuned in for 19 ends?
Oh,
In and out.
having been in the crowd, I can attest to the fact we wanted another 3 ends. The 2 touches would have been good to keep it going
At
even
one point,
further.
they were talking about having to restart the 15 ends.
Yeah, well, I think if it's drawn after those 3 ends, that you should restart, Terry. But you probably weren't too keen on that idea, to be fair.
I would go as long as I need to. If it meant that the possibility of still winning was alive.
Absolutely, that dogged nature.
I think, Alex and I were in a pretty good headspace. So I think, we felt like we could have kept going a bit longer if necessary.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it was terrific to watch. A very effective game. There was constantly changing heads and big bowls needing to be played. There's no bigger than a 2 ever scored or dropped there.
No, there's probably a couple of opportunities for more, but Yep, it was pretty tight heads otherwise. No one really had too many opportunities. That was great from Joy. Unfortunately, her bowl has sort of run off.
Yeah, it's
If you weren't chasing a 6.
if you weren't chasing a 6,
Yeah.
it's a terrific bowl. You now need to be removing yellows.
There we go. There's that one on the wing.
And
The yellow's gone.
wow. Well, we only have to get rid of 3 yellows now.
Little chuckle from Dave.
I didn't even see what happened, to be fair.
I guess.
How did that work? All right, Dave's removing this first yellow.
I think you'd go that one first.
Yep.
So that you're not getting your own first.
Yep.
Alex might take care of that himself. Well,
All right.
Dave took care of it himself.
Oh.
Anyway, congratulations to Alex Reid, Nash Smith, Tessa Farley on a fantastic win. They've really dominated all day, and a great effort by Dave and Joy Archer and Kerry Lupson. Thanks for commentating, Matthew, and excellent job as always, Candice, on the switcher.
Yeah.
Make it look easy, even though it looks very confusing.
Terrific work. Oh, well, thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you next week for the final of the Waikato Fours.
See ya.